Hello, and thank you for tuning in to my channel, Eve SpiritSpeaks MD. I am Dr. Eve Ruiz, and I am here to talk some more about when you are with a narcissist, be it in a work, family, or romantic relationship, possibly even a best friend. It's important for you to know all these different ways that they can employ, often at your expense, in order for them to gain that which they want while they are with you. And as we will find out in this episode, even after you have broken up or broken it off with them. This week we are talking about the smear campaigner. It's important to know, even after you wake up to someone else's toxic behavior and attempt to part ways with them, what they may do next. When you have figured out a narcissist's game and you threaten to leave or do go ahead and separate from them, you will notice that they will be sharing stories with people, including those whom you also know, that are entirely toxic about you. They will use information that they have gleaned from you over the years, your vulnerabilities, vulnerable behaviors, secrets. Also, they may take information that is completely benign, and yet through a process of direct omission or using things out of context, they will manipulate people to misconstrue your side of a story so that you will be painted as the crazy, the toxic, the manipulative, the angry one. All the while hoping that you are going to, if you ever hear about these things, go into a tirade, throw a tantrum, have any kind of strong reaction against them. Why? To confirm to these other people, this audience of his or hers, that indeed you are crazy, toxic, a witch, whatever. Don't fall for this. As you hear of your name being smeared, know that the wisest thing to do is to get the heck away from this person and from the people that are being fed the lies. Because no matter how you attempt to defend yourself in front of any of them, he has done his homework, or she, and you will be usually the loser. There are those who, upon feeling you out and realizing that you're not being fooled anymore by their manipulative ploys, who will start actually sabotaging your reputation with their own family members, your mutual friends. It could even be among your family if you're married, or they're close enough to the people who are close to you. More than anything, a narcissist is afraid of the mask being removed from their face and of having their behavior exposed for what it is, toxic and emotionally destructive. They will attempt to use social connections you share to spread gossip and rumors about you after the relationship ends. Toxic people will gossip behind your back to create stories that depict you as the aggressor, while they play the victim. They will claim that you initiated endeavors and engaged in behaviors that in fact they did. But because they're throwing the gauntlet down first, people are likely to believe their story, not yours. They will do this methodically It can be either covert or overt. Covert is sneakier, more underhanded, and in its greater subtlety is often more effective. A narcissist has no qualms about throwing you beneath the bus, sharing intimate details inappropriately with others, and to make a point that is not accurate in the least. Please remember, if you become the victim of a smear campaign, it is very important not to jump back to the source and start defending yourself. The healthiest thing you can do is run in the opposite direction. And as far as the people who are believing the narcissist stories, you can send them an angel. Hope that they have enough up here to maybe analyze and apply their wisdom. If they have been watching closely to how he deals with other people in other relationships after then, they may cue in to the truth. But you know what? What other people think of you doesn't even matter. I remember hearing first from James von Prague, and I know he was quoting someone else, but it was a favorite of his, and now I like it too. He used to say, when I would go to his training, what other people think of you is none of your business. The little New York in him. I love that because I was raised with narcissistic parents who taught us the opposite. We were always being told, well, particularly with my mother, that what other people think of you is so important. Actually, in this concept, my father, who sometimes went that way, more often when speaking with me, said, it's what I think about myself that is the most important. And for me to never forget that, to not let anyone else tell me otherwise. They could tell me what they thought of me. They are free to do that. And I welcome hearing things, especially as constructive criticism. If I'm doing something that is harmful for someone else or in any way appears to be derogatory, I don't want to be doing that. Not because I don't want to be seen as a person who's derogatory, but because I don't want to hurt that person. More to the point, I want to be seen for who I am, and I always want to be improving on myself. A narcissist wants to be seen exactly the way they choose to be seen and will punish anyone else who destroys that image. Thank you very much for listening to this. I encourage you to study up with the people that are around you. Review the different videos that I have shown you and see how quickly you can pick out some of these traits. And we will continue this journey next week. In the meantime, hope you are having a wonderful Cinco de Mayo weekend. Also, happy Beltane, and be blessed. Stay healthy. And be your most wondrously, powerfully. There's another word I'm thinking of, but I can't say. It's not coming. Oh, unapologetically you. Namaste.